Welcome to this guided meditation. The purpose of this meditation is to avoid resistance in our lives, to practice acceptance, to practice letting flow the things that happen in our lives. Sometimes we have expectations, we have desires, we have dreams, or we need things to be in a certain way, and when they don't work out exactly as we needed them to be, our hearts can get lonely, can get sad, can get desperate. And sometimes it's because there is something that is not organized inside of us. There is clutter, and there are things that we need to set and understand. And after doing that mentally, we will be able to accept and to focus on the present and to be grateful, to be strong, and to let go of those expectations that no longer serve us. This meditation is very special for me, and it's something that I think needs to be done repeatedly in order to actually achieve acceptance in our lives. So I invite you to do it as much as possible and as often as you need. And it helps to focus, to be grateful on what we have in the present moment. And what we need to do is to focus on the physical sensations at first, so that at the end we can go to our feelings and to the sensations in our minds, our thoughts, everything that bothers us and that creates resistance. So first you have to make yourself comfortable. Look for the place where you can feel safe, where you can feel at ease and there's no distractions. Turn off electronics or everything that can cause any distraction during this meditation. Get yourself comfortable, and you can close your eyes. You can even cover your eyes with a mask, a blindfold, or you can even, if you're lying down, you can get under the blanket. It helps a lot to get more comfortable and feel safe, because we need your brain to feel safe. We need your whole body to feel safe and feel all the energy flowing inside of you in a positive way, so that after that you can feel your thoughts flowing as well. So first I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath, very deep breath. Inhale peace and exhale resistance. Again, we're going to take another deep breath, inhaling a very bright white light that comes into your body, calms you down, And when you exhale, release your tension. Release your physical tension. Don't think about, don't label the tension that you feel. Just release the physical tension. How do you feel right now? You have to scan your body and feel how your body, the sensations of your body after taking those deep breaths. Do you feel better? If you need to, you can take a last deep breath with the intention to accept the things that we naturally sometimes resist. Now we're going to continue breathing, but this time we're going to breathe in a different way. We're going to inhale, counting. For example, count to 5. And then when you exhale, you're going to do it till 8 or 9 if it's possible. Your inhale needs to be shorter than your exhale. We're going to do it 3 times. When you exhale slowly, your brain knows that you're safe, that everything is all right. Let's do it one last time. Now you can continue breathing normally. And your breath is going to be your anchor. If your thoughts keep you distracted during the meditation, you can go back to your breath. Try to concentrate on the noises you're listening. What do you hear? What's around you? And if there's no sounds, listen to the nature sounds of this meditation, which are recorded in an early morning. You can listen to the birds. What else do you hear? Now we're going to focus on the surface beneath you. Focus on how it feels. What parts of your body is the surface beneath you touching? If you feel it with your mind, it helps you stay focused on the present moment. On the present moment, on the here and now. What else do you feel? If you're under the covers, do you feel the fabric of the covers on your skin? It's not about what you're feeling or listening to, but you have to learn to feel or observe without judging. Because this way you can imagine a version of you that is maybe floating in the room you're in, outside of you. And that way you're looking at you, feeling these sensations or listening to these sounds, to the birds of this early morning. And if you learn to do that, you can see that you are able to observe what happens in your life, not only during this meditation, but in your daily life. And that way you are able to look at yourself with love, mercy, compassion, and acceptance, which is the purpose of this meditation. Because sometimes when we are in a very complicated situation and everything happens so fast and we feel overwhelmed, it's important to do this exercise, to imagine that you get out of yourself, that there's another you. You can even think that you're dressed in a different way, that your hair has a different color, is longer, shorter, curlier, whatever you want. And you can imagine that you're somebody maybe stronger. And the important thing is that you are looking at the situation with love, because you are observing what you are observing. And the most important part of this exercise is to do it with love. Love for yourself, love for others, and understanding that everything happens and goes away, begins and ends, and that you can get out of those situations whenever you need to. So try to exercise this situation a little bit longer. And during this meditation, we need to think about this specific moment of our lives or situation or difficulty that we have, that we tend to resist. If we resist it, it persists. That's what the saying says. So we can think of a specific situation, and if we don't have one, or if there's many, we can just think about the feeling that it gives us. So continue with those feelings. And now that our body is more relaxed and that we are in a state that is more, we are deeply relaxed, we can go inside our thoughts, our mind. And I recommend to go to a specific place. You can imagine that you are on the beach or in a mountain. You can be in a cabin with a chimney and it's snowing outside, or it is very cold and windy. You have a couch where you can sit down. You have blankets. Everything is all right. It needs to be a cozy place. Doesn't matter where you are. The place you choose is up to you, but you have to choose a place where you feel safe and comfortable. So it's important to choose it according to your preference. And if you imagine that you're in that place, it's supposed to be your mind. But when we resist, when we have a resistance, there's clutter in our minds. In that place, in that cozy place, there's clutter. There's something that is not well organized. It can be books on the floor. It can be pieces of paper disorganized, or boxes that are not stored. It can be a bag of pencils thrown on the floor. Whatever you decide that makes you feel comfortable. And so if you look at them, that's your situation. That's the situation that your resistance. And therefore, since you're in a safe place, you're in your mind, in a place where nothing can harm you, no one can get in that place. And when we resist, we normally have an armor. We have something that we create, a barrier, a wall that we build around us to avoid that situation. But I'm going to ask you to throw away, to turn that wall down. Turn it down. Destroy your armor and leave it behind. You're in your safe place, next to your resistance, but you are bare. You have nothing to protect you except yourself and your own love, your self-love. That's how you can achieve it. Because that situation is a reality that is probably not going to change anytime soon. It might change eventually, but it's not changing right now, and that's why we are resisting it. But if we accept it, if we let it flow without our armor, then we feel much, much better. We feel at peace. We feel strong. And that's the most important part of this exercise, because sometimes we think that we need to build those walls or put on those armors to get strong, and it's the opposite. If we let go of those armors, and if we tear down these walls, we're going to feel stronger, because instead of those walls or armors, what we have inside us is our love for ourselves and for others. And that's all we need. So we're going to dwell on this situation a little bit longer, accepting it. It's difficult, it's tough, but once we practice, and that's why this meditation is supposed to be done repeatedly, as much as you need to, until you feel it part of your normal routine, because one thing is to do it meditating in your safe place, and Another is to face those situations in daily life. But with practice, you're going to feel different, you're going to see a change. So it's important to practice and enjoy the journey. Don't expect magical changes, just enjoy the journey. We are all passengers. Olivia Newton-John in her song, it's a song that is in her album Grace and Gratitude, and the song is called Let Go and Let God, and she says that we are all passengers, and let the signs remind you that we need to surrender. That's probably the word that summarizes all of this exercise. We need to surrender, let go and let God, and then we'll find peace. Things are what they are, not what we want them to be. It is what it is, and we all need to find our peace. And that's the most basic and wonderful truth about a situation that we resist. Especially if it's about other people or external situations that we cannot change. We can control what we can't change, and that's what we have to work on and set our minds and trust ourselves that we're going to be able to do so, that we're going to be able to achieve our goals in our own pace. But we can't control what others think, what others do, the way others treat us, or maybe in a relationship we can't control what the other person feels or does. It's up to that person, and they do the best they can according to their desires and experience and what they can do. But we can control what we have under our own control. So that's what this meditation is about. I hope it serves you, and there's another meditation that I'm going to work on, and it's about achieving our goals, setting our minds and organizing our minds to achieve what we can control. And that's another part that can be worked on and help you get more organized and feel happier about your dreams and your goals, and be able to achieve them easily and feel less stressed. When you're ready, you can listen to your surroundings again. Listen, feel the sensations on your body, on your skin, the surface beneath you, the blankets that cover you. Try to move your fingers, your feet, so that you can come back and live the rest of your day in a much more secure way, less stressed, happier, and with less resistance and more flow. That's my desire for you. Have a wonderful day.